your calculator.
Okay, I'm gonna get you a cookie for sure. Because
Well, remember the quadratic has to be zero. But the quadratic formula
no, you just right there.
is if this is true, x equals negative b plus or minus, right?
I knew that always.
So once you started solving, that's something I guess we need to address for the whole class. The standard form has to equal 0, but then you're trying to solve for x. So x is equal to all of this. Does that make sense and clarify?
Square root is 2.
Yes, sir. I know. What do you mean you don't know how to start?
This one is too much going on.
But 2 times 2.
But what is the first thing you should do? It looks like Tyrese did it. Not plug it in. You have nothing to plug into unless you have written down this equation.
Oh, I did.
Where did you write the equation? Not that equation, I'm talking about the quadratic formula.
Okay.
Because if you have the quadratic formula, you can figure out what to substitute in.
This is it.
Right. You gotta know that quadratic formula.
It's too many steps.
It's not.
You
I'm
got
gonna
it.
calculator for so much of this. You only make sure your square root symbol goes all the way across everything that's underneath the square root.
Did you get that?
And you use that calculator to simplify when you can. Show a couple of the steps along the way.
Wait.
One word of caution, right here. See where you put negative 10 squared? One, David, if you're going to put negative 10 squared, you need to put that inside of parentheses. But I want you to remember again, right here, it's negative b plus or minus. Does that say negative b squared?
Oh, no.
No, it just says b squared. So you only take the opposite of b right here.
Okay. Thank you.
Does that make sense? So you only take the opposite of b. Okay, it is right here. Notice that's the only place that you take the opposite of b. That does not say negative b squared. There you go. So be careful about that. Okay?
Thank you. Can you keep working on your problem? Oh, I was not trying to correct
So,
you.
but notice that's going to change everything significantly.
Yeah.
Because that would have been negative 100 is what you kind of had here. When it should have been a positive 100.
Okay.
So you're going to need to redo that.
What you got?
It's 108.
Yes, sir. How could you
Well,
check?
you should have said something. I don't know if it's right.
I'm on the right track.
I'll check on you for these seconds. Tyrese, did you ever say how you're going to check yourself? Because remember, this should help us find the roots.
Okay.
You need to look back at that equation and pay attention. You're missing a very important part after that negative
Because
b.
you think it's like,
Negative b. Where's your plus or minus? It's still up there, dude. Look at my second, yeah, that's where it is in the equation. It's not That's not true. Everything in that equation showed up. No, it doesn't show it differently. Hold on. A x squared plus b x. Let's see. That b does not include the x. That a does not include the x squared.
So b squared.
It's just the numbers. It's not the variables in there.
enter.
Now I'm in the right track. Now we put these things in the calculator.
Say again, sir? Sir?
It's a lot.
I think it would be like -2.
Well, first off, I would not take the square root right away.
4 divided
So
by
when do you put in the calculator after you write it down?
He did take the square root.
8 is approximately. And
Thank you, thank you,
Oh, I ain't even.
thank you. I need attention up here, go over some of these details, things I noticed we're making mistakes on. So this is where you wanna put down the calculators, take some notes as we go over a couple of these details. First things first, I need to emphasize something. The quadratic formula is x equals all of that, not 0 equals. The 0 comes in when the standard form is equal to 0. Okay? It needs to be a 0 when the standard form equals 0, but the quadratic formula is x equals. Remember, I'm trying to solve this equation for x, meaning I need to find the x values that make this equation true. So I need x equals. Secondly, I need y'all to pay attention. It is ax squared plus bx plus c. Don't forget, the a and the b and the c do not have variables with them. And then finally, not finally, but make sure you always write your equation down first, because then it should be easy to identify what to substitute in. One of the mistakes that I am seeing when substituting in is, the only time that you need the opposite of b is right here. That is the only time you need the opposite of b, right? Negative b. Since b is a positive 10, what needs to go first? Negative 10. But when I get to here, is this supposed to be a negative 10 squared?
Nope.
No. That is a positive 10. It's not the opposite. It is a positive 10 squared. I still put my parentheses in there, but then minus 4 times a is 2 times c is negative 1.02. And then all of this is divided by
4.
2 times 2, which is 4, okay?
parentheses around 10?
I recommend it because anytime it's negative, you definitely need the parentheses around there to square it the correct way. Because if you don't square it the correct way, you'll get the wrong answer. Okay?
And we got time for that understanding check.
The one today is not for a grade. I need to see what you know how to do, so stop complaining and trust me.
I would troll them if Kenny Carr.
Then quit your trolling, I'm trying to help you. Alright, so one thing I do want to caution and remind you is, I'm going to only do what's under the square root first. So I'm going to do the 10 squared minus 4 times a, which is 2, times c, which, wait, is it, yeah, negative 1.02? 108.16. Did you remember to put a negative 1.02? Okay, so we need to be careful about that. And so I'm going to show that step. Okay, remember, so that's going to be x equals negative 10 plus or minus the square root of 108.16 divided by 4. I haven't taken the square root yet, so I need to do that.
That's the next step.
Okay, so that's when I would take the square root.
Where you write it?
108.16. And so remember, I'm going to split this up into two equations here. 10.4 divided by 4 and negative 10 minus 10.4 divided by 4. Now, if you work this correctly, you got 0.1 and was it negative 5.1?
No.
Okay. You did it correctly, that's what you should have gotten. I want to point this out though, because I did see Tyrese do this and I saw a lot of people in first block, where we put the approximately equal to symbol. But did you have to round that, Tyrese, or was that exactly 0.1? It was exactly 0.1. So you don't need the approximately equal to symbol, you just want to say equals.
When you got it, hold up, that's when it's.
When you have to round the decimal, that's when you do approximately equal to. Well, I will check with y'all if you have questions about some of this stuff, cool. But I need y'all to try the talk. Go to page 89 or 90. It'll say talk the talk there.
Talk to talk.
Whoa.
Hold on one second. I know where your issue is. Okay. So please notice, you have one function here, one quadratic equation, y equals 2x squared, what is the next part?
Minus X.
Page 90.
2x squared minus what?
X. No. Yeah,
On page,
plus 4X.
I'm sorry, I'm sorry.
You said on page what?
page 90,
Oh, 9.
plus 4x
Minus X.
minus 6, okay. And so what is this problem asking you to do? Find the what? It's asking you to find the roots.
Page 0.
Remember, if you're trying to find the fact or use factored form or the quadratic formula or any of that stuff, your quadratic needs to equal what?
0.
0. Well, we're trying to find roots. So that quadratic is going to equal
A 0.
0. Show me all the ways with the 10 minutes we have left that you can solve that. Try to factor it, use the quadratic formula, all those things. 10 minutes, we should at least get 2, if not 3 of these done. So let's show me what you can do. We will look at this data tonight and figure out what to do tomorrow before the understanding check. If you ran into issues with the calculator, let me know and I will show you how to fix it with that last problem. Yeah, so here's the issue. It's right here. See how you divide 10 by 4? Oh, by the way, I need to clarify. I do want you to do this talk the talk on your own, Sheridan, page 90. I want you to do this talk the talk on your own so I can see what you are capable of doing. You see how the whole thing is divided by 4? Is the whole thing divided by 4? Yeah. So remember this when I say parentheses to group that together. Then you go outside the parentheses because those are grouped together, divided by 4. And remember, so then we can scroll up, hit enter, and change that plus to a minus for the other answer.